Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second month of me doing this thing. I started at the beginning of June. It is now the beginning of August, which is kind of crazy to think about. Usually, when I try and do journaling or anything of that sort, I've petered out well within a week, maybe 2 weeks if I'm lucky. So to have done this now fairly consistently for 2 months, I've certainly missed spans of days, and honestly, I've been getting worse and worse with the amount of days I've been missing in between these going forward. But I think I'm going to try and turn that around this month and not let that forward progression that's been happening since the start of June continue. And I think I think that's really just more of me being a little lazy and not pushing to record these vlogs as much as I used to in June. And that progression also needs to stop. I need to start taking this seriously, as odd as that sounds. I mean, these are just funny little videos that almost no one watches and really have no greater societal contribution. I really am enjoying doing this still. Honestly, the past couple days I could have recorded a couple of these vlogs. Teresa's out of town. She has been in Minnesota for a AOE sorority convention, but I have felt pretty sick the past couple days. Not like sick as in like a physical sense, though yesterday I did feel like I have a fever, but sleep in the sense that, but sick in the sense that I'm not getting enough sleep. I guess I got ahead of myself there. I didn't get a lot of sleep Wednesday night, and Wednesday day I was very woozy. Thursday I also got even less sleep, and when I came home from work on Friday, I was like ready to fall asleep. I took a nap for an hour immediately, and then when I woke up from that, I felt like I was having a fever and had a cold. But I'm all better now, and I did finally, I think my sleep pattern has finally adjusted, and I was able to sleep from 10 p.m. I went to bed closer to 11, but 11 p.m. all the way to 10 a.m., and that seems to have fixed it. I keep getting out of sync because I'm staying up Mondays and Tuesdays to do grad school work, specifically Monday, because that is the day which office hours are held on. So any corrections that I need to fix from office hours, I have from Monday night at 6:30 when they're first held to 11 p.m. Wednesday to get all those corrections done. So we have 5 days of essentially no help, completely self-study class, and then 2 days of class after the lesson is held. So that is disproportionately centered right on the period of time in which we have not personally talked to the professors. There are lecture videos, but for all 3 of the classes I've taken so far, I haven't found the lecture videos the most helpful, because if you have any questions during the lecture videos, everything just continues on, and you're kind of just stuck to fight with it for 5 days. And I know, especially with AI coming about, there's kind of a change in the philosophy of education where really the fight and the struggle of learning is what schools and universities are giving their students now, and it's not necessarily trying to get to an end result anymore. It's trying to get you to spend hours and hours and hours to think about it. So I understand why it's happening. I just think the struggle could be pulled in a bit, because if you're going to be fighting and you know what you need to fight and what the question is to ask, and you just can't ask it for 2 or 3 days, it gets a little complicated. And it's not that they won't respond to emails, of course. It's the fact that they will respond to emails and they will be responsive to your questions if you have them, but it's difficult to have a conversation when everything's one email back and forth. I mean, that's something I learned very on when I started at GE. There was a period of time where we had a firmware engineer leave, and the next most senior, not senior, but the most knowledgeable person was actually in Beijing time. So if we wanted to respond to that, get an update on the firmware, the best response was to literally wait until night and then email back and forth during the night and early morning to like get a little bit of knowledge and then go back in and try and fix it. This was like nearing on a year ago at this point, but it's the same way I'm seeing with these office hours, where sure I might get like one response back and forth, but if it's a meaningful conversation, I've really had issues. Not with this professor in specific. This professor's actually been pretty good at responding to anything I've asked him. The one issue I had was actually getting my credits to transfer over from my GE accredited program, which was only three graduate credits worth of stuff, over to Hopkins, which is still like ongoing, honestly, because I keep messaging my advisor and I get 2 emails in and he'll stop responding, and so I have to send him another email or try and follow up, and that usually takes a week. And it's gotten to the point where I've been trying all summer, and I'm going to probably miss the deadline to get it added to this next billing address, just because I'm not getting responses. So that is what it is. Well, and the other thing is, I'm really complaining now. I've tried to like send messages or find even the location to do this without a person involved. Just send the mail over, and their website is not super clear on where you need to send the credits you're transferring over, the transcript rather. So, oh well. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm about to head out to grab one of those like snakes for like a drain if something gets clogged, because I'm going to be shaving this bushy thing off in about probably half an hour. So I'll talk to you again without a beard sometime in the future.